All right, what is up? It is Ben, and we've got a brand new podcast. I told you it was coming. It's going to be Dad to Dad. And I also told you that we have a co-host coming, and it is that time to introduce this person. His name is Ryan Workman. What is up, Ryan?
How we doing, Ben? Good to be here. Man, it's the first time I've ever done a podcast before, so I'm really excited about doing some stuff with you and just hanging out and trying to just talk with some dads, man.
Absolutely. Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but we met at summer camp, and the first time was I think 2 years ago?
Yes.
I was grooming you to be my co-host on this back then.
Well,
were you aware?
I was not. All I was aware of is that you were a room leader, and for some reason that room had 3 guys in it with just, a few kids from your church.
Mhm.
And it was kind of funny because I'm like, why do we have 3 people in one room when I can move you somewhere else? But it was good. It was really good. It got a chance to know you, and then, man, we've from there. And then last year, you work in camps with doing some security and some help, some stuff. So we really grew our friendship from there. So that was really awesome.
Absolutely. And that first one, I don't know if you know this, I got COVID in that first camp. Yeah, I got COVID that last night, and I was like, man, it is cold in here. I got home the next day, and that was everybody got COVID.
Oh yeah,
Everybody got COVID.
I came home on Sunday, and our assistant nurse director at our church, she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be there. I've got COVID. And I'm like, oh man, I don't feel good either. And so I tested that morning and COVID. Fantastic.
It was quick. All right. So, I groomed you. You're here. I got you here now. And you said, we want to connect with other dads. So this podcast, we're calling it what? Or Dad to Dad.
Dad to Dad.
Dad to Dad. And, getting to this name was a process in itself. We had to bounce around a lot.
Yes, we did. We went through so many different names on how we want to do this, but we just said, man, that's just all we're doing is just doing Dad to Dad, and we want other dads to get maybe a little bit out of it and just some experiences that we have too as being dads, and different experiences as dads as well, versus maybe your typical stuff as well.
Yeah, you want to elaborate?
Yeah, so I am a dad, but I'm a dad right now to 3 foster boys at this moment, and so I've been doing that now for about 4 years. So it's pretty awesome, but it's different when you're being a foster dad versus Ben having 2 biological kids. So it's just a little bit different. So there's different dynamics, different things that we go through, and man, it's it's different. One of the most rewarding things that I've ever done. I do not have any biological kids, but man, I love all 3 of my boys. Man, they're awesome, and they give me a run for the money, man.
And you also have a big heart for kids because one, you're a kids pastor.
Yes, yeah, I'm a kids pastor.
What? And you cry a lot when kids touch your heart. We're both pretty weepy men.
A little bit.
I will say that we're both pretty weepy men.
We are, and that's okay. That is totally fine. But what's funny is when we start to cry, we're like, man, I gotta go. I don't know what's going on here, man. It was I cry about the weirdest things. Like, oh, that's so touching. But yeah, so it's really awesome. I think, Ben, I don't know how many times you cried last year at camp, man. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot.
I save up all my crying for camp for the whole year. I save it all. My wife will tell you, like, if Ben's gone, like those 2 weeks, he's going through something, just let him go. And I do the tough man cry.
Hey,
I don't mind. Nothing moves except the tears.
Yeah.
Nothing moves except the tears. That's how you know it's a manly cry.
Hey.
But, so if you're another dad out there and you cry at things that your kids do, and I also have a daughter, I will say that I'm the only one that has a girl.
Between us, we have 4 boys, and 2 of them are exactly like.
Yes, and one perfect little angel girl who she wrecks my world, and she's going to, I'm sure, for the rest of my life. We'll get into that. See, look, I can't even hardly talk about it because I'll get emotional.
He gonna start crying.
Absolutely. So dad to dad. I keep saying dads to dad. I'm gonna dad to dad.
Dad to dad.
Dad to dad.
There you go. That's right.
what we're going to go through each week, it's going to be a weekly podcast. We're going to break down what's going on in the world. I think mostly probably because we watch a ton of sports that we like to talk about. And then we're going to go ahead and highlight either a dad or a kid.
Yeah.
That we've been doing good, or a dad that's been doing good. I think a lot of times that we see kids getting highlighted, but not so often do we see dads being highlighted. We're going to need your help in that by sending your favorite dads into our DMs here on Instagram or over on YouTube. You can do that on the Dad to Dad YouTube page, or you could do it on my Instagram page right now, because we got to get Ryan hooked up with some social media. He's been in a box. I got him.
Listen, I've been lacking on my social media skills. Anytime social media skills come up, even when it comes to church stuff, it's like I'm gonna send it to my wife. She gonna handle some of that stuff. But hey, I'm doing better. Listen, I've got set up, man. I'm trying. I'm trying here.
Do you know what your Instagram handle is? If I wanted to get a hold of you on Instagram, how would I get a hold of you on Instagram?
I have no idea. Is it?
Do you know what mine is?
I don't. Are you
gonna look yours up?
Mine right now.
Mine is Ben_Atkins LYL. So you can go there, send in the dad, send in the kids, send in all the things, and Ryan and I will sit down before we record, and we'll make one that we highlight, and we'll shout them out, and we'll make sure that they get appreciated for that. After that, because Mr. Ryan is a pastor and I'm a ministry student at best, we're gonna share what God's been putting on our heart each week. I feel like we both, talk to God quite a lot, and sometimes we have really in-depth conversations with one another that I think would be beneficial for a lot of people to hear.
Totally.
And so we're hoping to do that.
Yeah, taking time out, a scripture verse, or even if you're reading a book, man, we're talking through some things, and we want to highlight some things too, just to help us understand what it means to be a dad to our kids, how we're raising them up, but also maybe just how to help us just go through life together, because man, it takes a village and we need each other too. So from dad to dads to you guys.
And there's not many villages for dads or guys.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this is the start of something different.
Totally.
That's bigger. So like I said, we'll be a weekly show, but we have a little treat for you. The week of Holy Week, we are going to release an episode every single day.
Every day, Holy Week. That's right.
Every day. If you don't know when that is, Holy Week is the week before Easter. Easter falls on March 31st.
That's right.
This year. So it'll be the whole week after, or before that, not after. Before that. And we will start that Monday releasing episodes. So if you want to know what day of the week we're going to release our weekly episodes, you're going to need to be tuned into that, because we're going to drop that in there as well. Yep. So you need to be subscribed on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, Instagram, all the things. Ryan, did you get your YouTube or your Instagram handle? Did you get that?
Would it be? I don't know right now. Is it RK Workman 85? Is that what it would be?
Oh my gosh!
I don't even know. Like if I
do you want to know? We're not even friends. I'm pretty sure on here.
I have no idea. I think we are.
I'm gonna look up. Oh yeah, we are, dude. Look at you, RK Workman. No, we're not. RK Workman 85. Yes, he has 10 posts. His whole Instagram life. 10 posts. His whole Instagram life, yo. I'm not kidding. If you could do me a favor, just go to Ryan's Instagram and flood it.
Fantastic.
With following requests, and then just comment on everything, and encourage him to post more than once a year.
I don't even know. I think 1 year is like 3 or 4 things, and then but it's all church stuff. Like it's Mega Sports Camp and fine art stuff. So
and you do have some big church stuff coming up, which if you're watching Holy Week or listening during Holy Week, we'll let that go too.
That's right.
That way you can be a part of it. All right, listen, I'm excited to do this with you, man. And I think that we are going to be doing something big. So I don't want you to miss out. You listening, I don't want you to miss out. Make sure you are subscribed.
It's going to be awesome. Hey, whatever Ben just said about all the things that we're on, follow us on those things. But I've got to get on all those things because
Ryan will
I'm
be on
not.
my Holy Week.